Sorry if you hear chatter outside. Welcome, guys, to the final edition of Free-For-All Fridays in 2022. So, the season is pretty much wrapped up, but we still need to do the Free-For-All Fridays to see if the Free-For-All points will alter anything in the course of the playoffs. We already know who's moving on. Everybody is moving on. It's just a matter of positioning. You know, like seeding. Go ahead and take a look. I was just looking at the spreadsheets, and it looks like the Southwest and the Southeast, they still need to fight for who's going to the wild card. But it's okay though. I mean, we already know who's going. It's just a matter of seeding. And the free-for-all points will of course determine that. Of course, in the Northwest Division, it doesn't really matter because Bowser's going to the playoffs and nobody else is. We know that out of this group, Bowser is the only one that's going. And the sock puppet is just killing everybody. That's a menacing sock puppet. Oh, somebody's out. Luigi is out first. So let's give 0. So Luigi gets 0. And now Donkey Kong and Yoshi are both out. We are already going to have a commissioner's call. Mario is out. He gets 3rd. And we already have a commissioner's call, guys. This is unbelievable. And of course, Bowser takes the win. That was pretty much expected at this point. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the replay to see exactly what happened between Yoshi and Donkey Kong. Alrighty now, so we can see here that Donkey Kong was eliminated first, and then Yoshi got out a few frames later. So Yoshi is going to get 2 points, Donkey Kong will get 1. Alright, so that's going to do it for the Northwest Division. The total free-for-all points at the end. Mario, 26, Yoshi, 24, Peach and Luigi, both 34, Donkey Kong, 14, and Bowser, 33. Making Peach and Luigi the free-for-all winners in the Northwest Division. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. Next we have the Central West Division. Alrighty guys, now the Central West Division fighters are ready to duke it out. And once again, this division, the free-for-all points do not really matter all that much, all things considered. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wild card standings. Yeah, Ness is not going to be able to come back. Ness has a wild card spot, and he's not going to be able to win the division because Link's already got that. He finished 2 games ahead of him. Unlike in the Southwest division, where Kirby and Bowser Jr. have the exact same record, but Kirby has 3 more free-for-all points than Jr. does. And also, in a way, like the Eastern Conference, if Jigglypuff loses, if King K. Rool gets enough free-for-all points, he can overtake Jigglypuff. Or Jigglypuff can, but if Jigglypuff gets enough, then she'll stay in the lead. However, I did come up with a situation if they were to tie. I came up with a situation that would happen if there was a tie. I would go back and see the record, because all these fighters have fought each other before. So I would look back and see what their record is against each other. Like, I would go back to when they fought each other and see how well they did against each other. And say if King K. Rool won his battle against Jigglypuff, then he would get an extra free-for-all point. But if Jigglypuff won her battles, then she would get the extra free-for-all point and go forward. Looks like Ness and Link are both down to 1 stock. They are both going to be going to the playoffs. So, again, this division doesn't really matter. I mean, of course they matter, but the results of the match don't matter. That's what I meant to say. Alright, Ness is already out. He finishes with 0 points. He gets 0 points. So this is just chill. It's not really a whole lot of competition, except for the Southwest and Southeast divisions. Uh-oh. There goes Diddy Kong and then WarioWare. Diddy Kong gets 1 and WarioWare gets 2. And who's out now? That was Link. Now we're down to 2. I was touring an antique shop the other day, and I found a record of Dirty Water by the Standells. Easily, that was the highlight of my trip. That was the record I ended up taking home. Yes, I do collect records. That's something I like to collect. And that's game! Pikachu the winner! Hopefully that's a good omen for the next season, because Pikachu was actually the first fighter overall to be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, because his record was so bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and review the totals at the end of the regular season. Diddy Kong has 18, Rosalina 33, WarioWare 20, Ness 26, Pikachu 38. He actually might have the most out of everybody. In fact, I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he's going to win the free-for-all award for the Western Conference. And Link has 31. So Pikachu is going to win the free-for-all award for the Central West Division. because he finished with the most points. Alright, so as the screen goes black, let's move on to the Southwest Division, where it actually matters this time. Because, as we could plainly see earlier, Bowser Jr. and Kirby, even though they are both going to the playoffs, they are fighting for the higher seed. The higher seed gets a bye to the first round without having to go through the wild card. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the Southwest. Alright guys, this is the Southwest Division, one of two divisions that actually matter today, because Kirby and Bowser Jr. are still fighting for the top of the division. But it doesn't matter because in some ways it also doesn't matter because the other fighter will fall down to the wild card. Junior is currently three points behind Kirby. So in order for Junior to come back, Junior would have to finish with 4 more points than Kirby in this free-for-all. Kirby doing pretty good so far. Oh, Junior knocked out already. Now Kirby's the only one with more than one stock. If Kirby is not one of the first 2 fighters knocked out, then he will win the Southwest Division. Dr. Mario's already down to 1 stock. The Claw got a winner. Oh, and by the way, I have to report another injury. Speaking of Fox. Fox broke off his mount on the amiibo. The blue part on the front actually cracked. And I'm guessing that was also due to the heat wave that's been going on in Massachusetts. But it's alright, we've got glue. We can fix these guys. And also, some of the fighters have been getting covered in paint. Paint has been coming off of some of these fighters. Dr. Mario's the first one out. Uh-oh, things are not looking good for Junior right now. If Kirby survives, if somebody else dies here other than Kirby, uh-oh, Fox is out! Kirby's going to win the Southwest Division! Kirby has won the Southwest Division. The race is over. Bowser Jr. will be going to the wild card, and Kirby will win the Southwest Division pennant.
Out of my way.
All Kirby had to do was be one of the first 2 people out. And then Bowser Jr. could have come back and won. But now things are looking pretty uncertain. The least Bowser Jr. can do right now is tie. If he doesn't get knocked out here. Everybody's got their eyes on Junior here. Oh, there he goes! Now Kirby has definitely won the division for sure. Alright, so that's gonna do it for the Southwest Division race. Bowser Jr. and Ness are gonna be duking it out in the wild card, and Kirby will be taking on Link in the playoffs, in the first round of the playoffs. Samus is out, we're down to 2. And now we're down to 1! It's over! No, it's not. Kirby survives. But for how much longer? Oh, there goes Kirby! Zelda is the winner! Zelda wins this free-for-all. And let's read the final scores here. Kirby, 29. Samus, 34. Zelda, 36. Bowser Jr., 24. Dr. Mario, 20. And Fox, 22. Ladies and gentlemen, Zelda will win the Southwest Division Free-for-All Award. So now that the Western Conference Free-for-Alls are done, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall standings for the Western Conference. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, Pikachu is going to be winning the Free-for-All Award for the entire Western Conference. Congratulations, Pikachu, and to everybody else who won a Free-for-All Award in the Western Conference. Luigi and Peach won the Northwest Division Free-for-All Award. In the Southwest, in the Central West Division, Pikachu won it. And in the Southwest Division, Zelda won it. But Pikachu wins overall the overall Western Conference Free-for-All Award. So, anyways, enough talk about that. Let's go ahead and move on to the Northeast Division Free-for-All match right after this short break. Alright guys, now that the Western Conference is done, now it is time for the Eastern Conference.
3, 2, 1, go!
Uh-oh, Captain Falcon having trouble getting up, and he falls down. The fake ball goes off, doing damage to pretty much everybody. Villager and Rob have each lost a stock now, and so is Falco and Lucas. Lucas got launched into the edge of the map and could not recover. Uh-oh, Rob barely gets out from there. I thought for sure he was a goner. And there goes Captain Falcon. He's already down to his last stock. Uh-oh, Mega Man! Oh man, he's got 3 people locked in! And Falco is the only one knocked out. Oh my god. Who's gonna die first, guys? Lucas barely makes it back. And there goes Rob. Rob is the first one eliminated. And there goes Captain Falcon as well. Now Falco is out. And who was that? Mega Man is out. That's kind of surprising. He was doing very well there and he just collapsed. Now we're down to 2. Villager and Lucas. Will Villager finish in second for the 4th week in a row? No, he won't. He'll actually get a win. Alright, let's go ahead and read the totals. We have Villager 30, Lucas 34, Falco 18, Captain Falcon 27, Mega Man 32, and Rob 25. I think everybody knows who won the Free-For-All Award in the Northeast Division. That is Lucas. Lucas won the Free-For-All Award for the Northeast Division. And I just noticed now there's not a single 0 on the board. There are no zeros on there. So that means in every single free-for-all match this season, he earned at least 1 point. He never got a 0. And he won 3 of those matches. Way to go, Lucas. Alright, now let's move on to the Central East Division. Alright, guys. The second to last divisional free-for-all match, not just of the week, of the season. But even after that, we still have the assorted free-for-all matches to do, which those don't really matter at all. Ike already knocks himself out. Ike is already the undisputed free-for-all award winner for the Eastern Conference. Because there's no way anybody can catch up with him now. Because even Jigglypuff, who has the second most, won't be able to catch up with him. So Ike has already won the Free-For-All Award in the Central East Division and the entire Eastern Conference. That's pretty neat. Oh my god, Ike and Little Mac are already down to 1 stock. Little Mac, for some reason, keeps jumping off the stage and thinking that he can recover. Little Mac with the suicidal moves. Lucario finally loses his first stock. Pac-Man down to his last stock as well. Oh, and we have our first guy out. It's Ike. Oh, no. Just as I was talking about how great he is, Ike suffers his first loss in the final week of the season. Ike suffers his first last place finish. That is a painful loss at the end. Especially because of how good he was leading up to last week. I mean, last week he got 2 points. And this time he finished in last. So he kind of slowed down a little bit. But that's okay, because he's going to the playoffs. He's gonna be competing against the winner of the wild card. He's the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Oh no! We have to make another commissioner's call. It looks like this match is as good as done! Yes, it is! Lucario takes the win. I bet Lauren's happy about that. She'll be very happy when she watches this video. Or if I tell her first, depending on whatever will come first. Little Mac got eaten up by the blanket Pokemon. So it looks like we have to do a commissioner's call between Pac-Man and Pit. Hopefully, this is the last one I have to do. Because, hopefully, I mean, as I've said previously, those commissioner's calls are a pain in the ass to work out. Because sometimes the editor just decides to just cut out. Alright, to the replay room we go. Alright, we went into the replay room, and as you can see, Pit died first, and then Pac-Man. So, let's go ahead and read off the free-for-all points for the Central East Division at the end of the regular season. Pac-Man, 25. Pit, 22. Olimar, 36. Little Mac, 9. Ike, 43. And Lucario, 30. Like I said earlier, no surprise there, Ike wins the free-for-all award for the Central East Division, and he wins the free-for-all award for the entire Eastern Conference. And now, let's move on to the other big conference that's having a big battle today. The Southeast Division, right after this. Alrighty guys, now it is time for the final divisional free-for-all of the entire regular season of the 2022 season. We have the Southeast Division duking it out right now, and Jigglypuff and King K. Rool are still fighting for the top of the division. King K. Rool is currently... No, Jigglypuff is 2 free-for-all points ahead of King K. Rool. So that means King K. Rool needs to win by at least 3 points. King K. Rool needs to beat Jigglypuff by at least 3 free-for-all points. And in order to do that, Jigglypuff needs to finish in the bottom 3 somewhere. And King K. Rool finish in the top 3. Well, either way, King K. Rool has already lost the stock. Let's see what King K. Rool's record is in free-for-alls. Pretty mediocre. I mean, he's won 3 battles. Ganondorf is already out! Oh my god! I heard the sound at first and I didn't believe it. But then again, what do you expect? It's frickin' Ganondorf. the king of darkness and the king of bad recoveries. So Ganondorf is already out. Whoa! Double kill there by the fake Smash Ball. King K. Rool and Jigglypuff still holding their own. Uh-oh! Marth footstool! Marth gets footstooled! Are you serious? Marth got... Wow, what a disrespectful move there by... What a disrespectful move there by Wolf. Or was it Wii Fit Trainer? I'm not really sure. Bounced on him while he was already failing to recover and just kicked him while he was down. Jigglypuff seems to be in really good shape. Jigglypuff needs to get out right now if King K. Rool's going to get a chance to win. There goes Wii Fit Trainer. It looks like Jigglypuff is going to win the Southwest Division because King K. Rool is not going to be able to catch up after this. The most he can do right now is tie. And then it'll come down to a head. It'll come down to a head-to-head, which means we look back at both of their records against each other. And if that's tied, then we do a tiebreaker match on Tuesday. But either way, it doesn't really matter because both these fighters are going to the playoffs. So it would basically be a double elimination. Except the winner would win the division and the loser would fall down to the wild card. Uh-oh, fake! Oh no! King K. Rool takes the win! And we have a tie for second, guys! This is probably the most important commissioner's call in the entire league. Since the league started, this is probably the most important commissioner's call we have had so far. Because this is a matter of life or death. King K. Rool gets 5 points. If Jigglypuff gets the commissioner's call in her favor, then she wins the division. If not, then it's tied. Okay, so let's go ahead and head on down to the replay room and see what the final result is. Oh man, my heart is pounding. And after further review, Wolf got knocked out first. And Jigglypuff, it looks like, hang on a second, let me just flip through the frames really quick. Yeah, Wolf got knocked out first. Yes, Wolf definitely got knocked out first. So that means Jigglypuff is still going to win the division. Oh my god, that was easily the most important commissioner's call in the history of the league. Because that was a matter of life or death. Well, technically it wasn't, because both of them would have moved on. But that doesn't really matter, because Jigglypuff wins the Free-For-All Award in the Southeast Division. Once again, let's go through the points. Jigglypuff, 40. Wolf, 14. Ganondorf, 18. Wii Fit Trainer, 32. Marth, 23. And King K. Rool, 39. So, Jigglypuff wins the Southeast Division Free-For-All Award. And Ike is going to win the Eastern Conference Free-For-All Award. Now, that's going to do it for the Eastern Conference. Now, we are not done yet. We still have the assorted conference battles to do. Alright guys, now it is time for the very last phase of the last week of Free-for-All Fridays, the assorted battles. These are the last assorted free-for-all battles of 2022. Let's go ahead and bring the groups in. First, we have Meta Knight, Gold Mario, Silver Mario, and King DDD. Alright, here we go. So, the assorted free-for-alls don't really matter all that much, because we already have our 4 amiibo moving on to the playoffs. Go ahead and... Was I just doing it? Oh, yes. There goes King DDD already. So, of this group, Meta Knight is the only one going to the playoffs. So, again, in case I didn't mention it before, the top 4 amiibo in the entire assorted conference go to the playoffs. And they have their own separate tournament. I'll be going into more detail about that when the time comes. I already have the first half of the playoff bracket set up. Again, we're going to be going over it a little bit tonight, but I'm going to post a video tomorrow afternoon discussing it to length. So there's going to be some heavy discussion tomorrow about what the playoffs are actually going to be like. But, I mean, I've been hinting at it for the past few weeks now, but now you get to really see what it is I'm talking about, because there were some things I did not talk about. There were some things in there that I did not discuss. Uh-oh, King DDD with the final smash! And there goes Gold Mario. He's down to 1 stock now. King DDD is out. King DDD will be getting 0 points. And that will give him a finishing score of 15 free-for-all points throughout the entire season. You see, guys, this is the reason why I separated the assorted conference from the East and West. Because these amiibo, there are not nearly as many assorted amiibo as there are from the regular Smash Brothers series. I decided to split them up because they're not Smash series amiibo. Gold Mario is out, and now we are down to 2, Meta Knight and Silver Mario. And that's game! Silver Mario with the win. Yeah, I was expecting that. So, Gold Mario finishes with 13 free-for-all points, and Meta Knight finishes with 11 free-for-all points. Let's head back over here. Yep, Meta Knight was not able to catch up with Yarn Yoshi. Not that he would have been able to anyway. I mean, they're 4 points. They were 4 points apart before this. And Yarn Yoshi is probably going to jump up even further in his match. Alright, Silver Mario gets the win there. And he finishes with 26 free-for-all points. And at the end of the assorted free-for-alls, I'm going to declare who the assorted free-for-all award winner is. Because the assorted conference does not have divisions, so we're going to give one free-for-all award out for the entire conference. Just like I did with the West and East. Even though in the West and East I also did divisional awards, which is something I decided to do at the last minute. Anyways, second match, the second to last free-for-all match of 2022, Daisy. Inkling Girl. Let's see this Isabelle. She's the second seed. Alright. Isabelle. And Inkling Squid. Alrighty, let's get going. I can't believe it. This is the second to last match. The second to last free-for-all match.
3, 2,
What?
1, go!
Do something up? I have to switch my laundry out. Man, I didn't start my laundry. I am so forgetful today. I forgot to start my laundry before the recording session, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, I switched out my laundry. I'm back now. I paused the match, so nothing happened. Hopefully that doesn't affect the fighters too much that I paused the match. Isabelle, there she goes. Now Daisy is the only one with all 3 of her stock left. Good thing I left the fan on because it was hot in here when I left. And also because the fan provides white noise, so I won't really bother my doormates too much. Inkling Girl's got a hammer! Doing some serious damage here. Oh, there she goes. And there goes Inkling Squid. He's out already. Inkling Squid is out. He'll get 0 points, finishing with a season total of 17 free-for-all points. So there's 3 left now. Daisy's got a lot of damage. So does Isabelle, but Isabelle still has another stock to back her up. There goes Daisy! She finishes in 3rd, so she gets 1 point, putting her at a total of 13 free-for-all points. So she's tied with Yarn Yoshi, but she's still ahead by 2 games, so that gives her a reasonable lead. Oh, Waluigi gets blasted away by the ray gun. Inkling Girl is hanging on with her last bit of strength here. And there she goes! Isabelle is the winner, as per expected. God, I'm sweaty. Oh my god. Inkling Girl finishes with a total of 23 free-for-all points, and Isabelle finishes with a total of 22 free-for-all points. Alright, let's get on to the last match. The final free-for-all match of the 2022 season. Let's go ahead and introduce them. Wario. Inkling Boy. Yarn Yoshi. And 8-Bit Mario. Alright, let's get going, guys. The final match. The final free-for-all match of the 2022 season. Man, it feels weird to be saying that. Like I've said before, it feels like just yesterday that this season began. And now we are heading to the playoffs after today. Wario already loses a stock. I'm trying to think of how I should organize the bracket. Uh-oh, no! Inkling Boy gets blasted into space by Wario's, let's just say, gassy gauntlet. I'll just say that. Oh my god. I'm sneezing. I'm sneezing all over the place today. Allergies have been terrible recently. Especially getting used to this dorm. Uh-oh, Yarn Yoshi and Inkling Boy both down to one stock. Isabelle loses his first, and Wario fails to recover again. Now he's down to one stock. Uh-oh. 8-Bit Mario almost fell. He almost fell down there. Wario is the first one out. He gets 0 points, putting him at a grand total of 11 free-for-all points to finish the season. Now there are 3 left. 8-Bit Mario has 2 stocks, Yarn Yoshi and Inkling Boy both have 1, and 1 only. Uh-oh. The screen's going dark. That's how long this match has been going on. I honestly can't wait for this match to end, because I really want to jump into the playoffs. Inkling Boy is out, and 8-Bit Mario loses his second stock. So, that means this match will come down to the last KO. Inkling Boy finishes with a total of 16 free-for-all points in the 2022 season. Yarn Yoshi has got more damage, but he can come back here with the Smash Ball. Oh my god, this is close. This is intense. This match doesn't even matter because only one of them is going to the playoffs, but while Yarn Yoshi's going, but 8-Bit Mario is not. He actually finished in last place overall. Oh no! Yarn Yoshi loses. 8-Bit Mario wins. That puts Yarn Yoshi at a total of 15 and 8-Bit Mario at a total of 16. So, that does it, guys. We are finally at the end of the regular season. So, now that we're at the end, let's go ahead and take a look at the final standings. So I think we can easily tell who the Free-for-All Award winner is in the assorted conference. By a landslide, Silver Mario. It's too bad he's not going to the playoffs, though. He would have been great. Okay, so let's go ahead and look here at the standings. Bowser, the only amiibo to go undefeated all the way through, will be the #1 seed in the Western Conference for the playoffs. Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Mario, thank you for playing. You guys all had a great season. I look forward to the next one. Link and Ness will both be moving on. Ness will be going to the wild card. Link will be in the first round. WarioWare, Diddy Kong, Rosalina, and Pikachu, thank you for playing. In the Southwest Division, Kirby and Bowser Jr. will both be going to the playoffs. Bowser Jr. will be taking on Ness in the wild card, and Kirby will be taking on Link in the first round. Samus, Dr. Mario, Zelda, Fox, thank you guys for playing. See you next season. And now on to the Eastern Conference. In the Northeast Division, Villager will be moving on to the playoffs. And as for Falco, Lucas, Mega Man, Rob, and Captain Falcon, thank you all for playing. See you next season. You guys had a great season. In the Central East Division, Ike and Pit will be moving on. Ike will be the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and Pit will be in the wild card. Olimar, Pac-Man, Little Mac, Lucario, thank you so much for playing. See you guys next year. Thanks for a great season. And finally, in the Southeast Division, Jigglypuff and King K. Rool are both going to the playoffs. Jigglypuff will be facing Villager in the first round, and King K. Rool will be facing Pit in the wild card. Wolf, Ganondorf, Weepic Trainer, and Marth, thank you guys for playing. You had a great season. See you next year. And finally, the Assorted Conference. Daisy, Isabelle, Yarn Yoshi, and Meta Knight will all be going to the playoffs. And as for everybody else in the Assorted Conference, Silver Mario, Gold Mario, Wario, King DDD, Inkling Girl, Inkling Squid, Inkling Boy, and last but certainly not least, 8-Bit Mario. Thank you all for playing. See you next season. You all had a great season. Good luck next year. And with that, now it is time for a preview of the playoff bracket. You can see here that there are wild cards. The wild card battles are going to be between Bowser Jr. and Ness, and Pit and King K. Rool. This is what the bracket looks like so far. The winner of the wild card battles will move on to here to face the #1 seeds. And I'll explain more about that tomorrow afternoon. And the Assorted Conference, Daisy will be taking on Meta Knight, and Yarn Yoshi will be taking on Isabelle. Alright guys, so that is it. I will see you guys tomorrow for a lengthy video explaining exactly what the playoffs are going to be. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. And thanks for watching this regular season.